Yo, what's good, Bleach community? Today I will be playing Nell. Nell's an interesting character. I'm excited to go over just her general moveset, combos, and what you should be doing in a match with her. So yeah, let's hop right into it. Before I start, I do want to say if you would like, comment, or subscribe, it would greatly help out with engagement and just growing the channel in general. Please consider it. Thank you. So Nell is an interesting character. She has a lot of cool tools and ways to extend her combos. Starting off, just to show her, show off her basic move set. This is her quick attack. So her quick attack has a good amount of range on it. Not a lot of characters can really contest from this distance. It's actually very good. You can actually see it's like almost two of her body size in front of her. It's insane. She can really kind of play around that distance, hit from far, and that leads into combos. That's the general quick attack that you want to throw out. If you clip people, you can even go into the heavy, and this is the full light combo. Just typical combo you want to do to build up your meter, your spirit gauge meter. This is her heavy. Her heavy also has good range, but it's not as safe. I believe it has a little bit more range than the quick. The heavy reaches from that distance, but again, it's not as safe. This is the full heavy. And again, you can do the heavy into the lights, or you can do the lights into the heavies if you want to either do more damage or build up more spirit gauge meter, depending on what you want to do in those situations. And this is her grab. Her grab, she can combo after it with lights or heavies. Pretty good grab, typical breaker grab in this game. But the most interesting thing I would say about Nell is her charge mechanic. So this is her signature skill. It's pretty strong. As you can see, the bar at the bottom is going up. She can have 4 bars, right? And with the more bars that you have, the more you can either extend combos or extend supers. So what I mean by that, right? It doesn't change anything about the light attacks, but if you continue to do heavies, she'll shoot out a Cero at the end of it. And the interesting thing about the Cero is that it's safe on block. So let me show you what I mean by that. So I have Ichigo to block, right? And I have it so that if he blocks, he'll attack as soon as possible, right? He'll do that. Now let me do the full heavy attack, which usually is unsafe. If they try to attack as soon as possible, they're gonna get hit by the Cero. And if they try to, let's say, like fully block it and commit to attacking, it's, you're going to be safe on throwing out that heavy. It pushes Nell back so far that they don't have any way to really, counter that attack. So that's really good. As long as Nell has charge, she can make even her heavy attack safe, and it makes it so that heavy string does a lot of damage. As you can see here, this is the heavy string, and then this is the heavy string with the Cero. And it adds a good amount of extra damage, and you can also flash step after that too, which even adds to the damage even more. So she has some good tools. She's generally a safe character with all the extra range that she has. Good range on her heavy as well, and then you can make the heavy safe, or throw out extra damage if you need to. So that's the first thing that the charge mechanic really affects. Going on to her super. So this is her regular super. Doesn't do much damage, but when you choose to press the super button again, she'll do a spin that increases the damage, but it takes up a charge. Now, the extra cool thing about Nell is that she also has a way to cancel her combos into like an empty hop. Now, this is what I mean by that. She can do something like this, right? You extend it with the charge, and now you're able to hop and continue combos, whichever way that you choose to. This opens up so much combo freedom for Nell, because she's able to do cool things like, let's say you do this into super, you extend it, then you jump. You can light attack someone, right? You can actually set them up, for you running into attack. You can continue the combo, or you can set them up in a way where you can like force resets. You can do like grabs in between. So, let's say you do something like this into the super, you jump, and then you go and grab. You can do cool things like that. Now you have a whole free reset on your combos. her freedom, her combo freedom, the expression you can have with this character is really cool, because as long as you have charge meter, you can really switch up your gameplay. You can switch up what you want to do. And the final thing that the charge affects is her special flash attack. So her special flash attack, it's a good move to use in neutral. As you can see, she almost went full screen with that. It lets her get real close in on the opponent, but again, this move right here is not safe. They block that, or if they, they're anticipating that you're doing that, it's easy to be countered. But if you do this and then you press it again, she gets an extra kick in, right? But you can also use the step mechanic to then jump forward and continue the pressure that you want to do. So what I mean by that is, right, you can do something like this, jump. Oh, I messed up. So what I mean by that is, right? Okay. So what I mean by that is, right, you can dash in, do the kicks, jump. Now you can continue combos. So that step mechanic, as long as you have at least two charges, you can generally make everything that Nell wants to do safe on block, which is really good. She's a character where you don't want to let her charge. You don't want her to build that meter up, because it increases her damage on everything that she does, but now it makes it so that she's really hard to deal with. Not only does she have good normals, right, but now she's making these moves that are not supposed to be safe, and it lets her extend her damage. If I set Ichigo right here to go on block, he has to deal with this, right? I can now jump in. See, he tried to attack there. It's your plus on block. So it's actually kind of crazy what she can do when it comes to her step mechanic and her charge mechanic. But yeah, those are all the abilities that it really affects. Her second super is a Cero, where Dawn Chaka and Petra comes out to shoot a Cero. I honestly struggle to find situations where I want to use that. It doesn't combo into anything, so it's like, it's like, well, where do you find yourself using it? It's like, it just isn't good. As you can see, Ichigo could dodge it. If I do heavies into it, it doesn't connect. It just doesn't come out fast enough. The only time that I find myself using this is if I'm going against a ranged character like Uryu or Byakuya, and I know they're going to attack, right? That's the only way. Like, it's really like, if you're really gonna anticipate if somebody's gonna dash in or do a certain move, you throw this out and it does a good amount of damage. It definitely does. So but I don't know if it's worth it. It does take up 100 of your spirit gauge meter, and really you want to have that spirit gauge meter so you can use your supers and extend them with your charge mechanic and your step mechanic. The combos you'll be doing with Nell in her evolution state and her regular state are basically the same, but I'll show them here just in case. You can do lights into your Hakugeki. You do heavies into Hakugeki, right? You can do lights into heavies, into Cero, flash step. You can do heavies into your Cero, into flash step. You can do your special flash attack, extend it, jump in, into Cero, flash step. That takes up 3 charge meters. Probably not worth to use, to be honest, but that's just an option for you. You could do heavy into extension, jump in, 1 light into a reset grab, lets you do any other combo you want to do after that. You can do kicks into, hold on, you can do flash step, you can do flash step attack into kicks, jump in. Okay. You could do flash step kicks into jump, let them recover into a grab. There's a lot of ways that you can really reset the special flash attack and lead it into like different resets and combos. Special flash attack into kicks, jump, 2 lights and then grab. Or you could even, after you do the special flash attack, right, you jump in 1, 2, 3, and then you go for a grab. Or because Nell's range is so good, right, you could even put yourself in a situation where you're plus, so jump in. She has good range on her light, so now you can kind of put yourself in a situation where you know that you'll beat out someone who has stubbier normals. So that's another way that you can really set yourself up. And you can even use some of these extensions with her super, so you can even do, right, not that.
I'll unleash my power.
So you could even put yourself, so you could even use these extensions with your super. So this is what I mean by that, right? And you continue it, jump in, right? Now you have good range on your wake up attack. You know, you got to catch them slipping like that. Also do something like this. Any variation of what I've already showed works with the super. So 1, 2 into a grab reset, or just 1, right? You do 1 into a grab reset, or you can even finish out the lights and go into a grab or anything. You know, if they're gonna suspect that you're gonna go for a grab, you can even jump back and then do your Cero. There's a lot of ways that you can kind of set people up and put them in very uncomfortable positions with Nell. That's really all the ways that you can combo with base Nell. Again, it's all about just resetting. It's all about extending these combos, putting yourself in a situation where you can you know, you can choose to do more damage with the Cero attack, or you could use the super, right, and put them in situations that are very uncomfortable for them, right? You just wait for them to get up and you grab, or you wait for them to get up and you attack. You know, it's all about just playing mind games with your opponent with Nell. And let me go on to the evolution version, just so you guys can see that this also works for that form as well. But yeah, going on to her evolution. So Nell is a character that changes slightly in her evolution. Her moves look different, but it essentially functions the same way. She still has her charge and step mechanic, but I think she becomes like, she's already a good character, right? But she becomes even better. So her special flash attack, right, goes really far. She can still continue it if she wants, but not only are you doing more damage because you're in evolution, but her moves have really good range. Like look at the range on this. This range is nasty. Like it's hard to contest her. And then usually if you use your special flash attack, right, people are like, oh wait, she just used that, you know, but you can continue it. So if someone tries to hit you out of doing that and then you continue it, you're gonna get a strike back hit on them. And again, you know, strike backs do more damage, and if you do get that second hit on them, you can then cancel it into the step jump and continue your combo, you know, something like this, you know. And then you can even continue doing that into a super. So as long as Nell has her charged up meter, she can do things like this into super. Now because you still have charged up meter, you can continue to combo even more, right? And that's just a simple BNB that you will want to use if you have like resources and meter. But you could take it even further, right? You know, instead of doing this into this, right, you cancel it into a grab, and then now you can do the same thing over where you go into super. You continue to put your opponent in these situations where they feel very uncomfortable, right? You know, or after you reset, when you go into your counters, your cancel, and just continue to combo like pretty crazily. Like her damage is insane. Her normals are insane in this form. Her heavy goes really far and lunges her forward, and she kind of just has a way to just deal with neutral. Her special flash attack just lets her just skip neutral in that sense. And if you're charged, right, you know it's safe. You know, if you see a Nell with charge, anticipate they're gonna come in and do that, right? Because she has no reason not to do it. It's so safe that it's like, you know, let me skip neutral. You know, even if you're blocking it, I'm still plus. You know, I get to, you know, I'll leave myself in a situation where I'm about this far away from you, and I'm still, you know, I'm still able to contest you with these normals. It's actually pretty nasty. But yeah, that's the difference between evolution and normal. Now I already showcased some combos you can kind of do, but let me officially go on and show all of the combos you can do with Nell. So assuming that you have all of your charge meter and you have like super bars you can use, you could do something like this into the super, extend the super, jump, do it again, extend the super, jump into Hakugeki, and then into flash step. That's something you can do if you have at least 100 meter and you have all charge. It does a decent amount of damage, but another variation of what you can do here is just mixing in a grab in between some of this stuff. So you could do this, right? And then grab in between. You go into heavies and then do it again. And because you have meter, right, you can always cancel it. Go right back into the super. And that super leaves them about that distance away from you. So that's almost within distance of you attacking. It was just outside of range, but it's good enough for your heavy to hit. So as long as you throw your heavy out and kind of, you know, go into lights, you will be safe on that. I like to just throw the heavy out and then go into lights. And if I do connect, I can go into a Hakugeki, which lets me go into my flash tap combos. There's a variation on the special flash attack combo you can do where if you find yourself not having super meter, but you have charges, you can cancel. So let me show you what I mean, right? You can do something like this, right? Let's say you use your first meter, right? But you don't have any more. You can go into something like this, cancel, do the special flash attack, right? And then jump forward and attack. You know, obviously you can do whatever you want after that because of the charge. But once you cancel, it lets you do the special flash attack in the middle of a combo to really get that extra damage in. And you see the damage, it's crazy, right? So much damage that Nell can do with the special flash attack. It gives us so much freedom, so much range. But yeah, that's another combo you can do with her. Depending on where their health is, like let's say we put Ichigo's health down to something like, let's say 60, right? 60 sounds about good. This is a really cool combo. I mean, it's the same variation of what I just showed, but this is something you can do. Let's do heavies into the super, extend it, jump, heavies into the super, extend it. And because he's in the red now, when I Hakugeki, I'll be able to extend the combo, right? You know, you can do something like that. The Hakugeki just lets you really just extend the combo any way that you want. And now let me show some combos you can do off of the flash step. Not the flash step, the special flash attack. So it's almost similar to what you're doing with the super, right? It's basically the same mechanic. Then you Hakugeki, go in, and this is where I really wish that you can really combo into the super, the second super, because this does so much damage. So if I would have been able to have a way to combo into that, it would be nasty. I think there is one way. If you're fast enough, you would have to do this variation of the combo. Oh wait, actually I need to build up meter. I think there is one way that you can connect the Zero super. You have to do this variation of the combo, right? Cancel it. Okay, they're in Hakugeki, so now you could dash in. Oh no, I messed that up. I think there is one variation of the combo. You do heavies, right? You cancel it. You Hakugeki. And then you try to do the super as fast as possible. Yeah, that worked. that works. So that'll be really good if you feel like the super is going to do enough to get them to soul break. Right there, I didn't get them quite close enough, but you know, you kind of understand the gist of what I'm saying. If you really want to get like a definite soul break with this character, it also depends on if you're in spirit drive, which lets you do more damage. But this is almost a similar variation of it, but instead of canceling it early, you jump in, you use your cancel, you go into Hakugeki, then you dash in and try to do the super as fast as possible. The timing is pretty strict, but there you go. There goes a situation where you can connect the Cero super. Usually you wouldn't be able to, but I find that that's the only way that the enemy is stunned long enough so that you can hit the super off. But yeah, that's generally how you would want to play Nell. She has really good normals. She has a way to ignore neutral and just dash in and make it safe. And she has a good projectile super, but again, there's not many situations you can use it. You got to catch people, you know, throwing their attacks out, whiffing, things like that. But I'm excited that she's cool like this. I didn't know they was gonna make her such a combo extension character. Like, it's actually pretty dope. And again, Nell has design. Like, her design is amazing. But yeah, thank you guys for just getting through the video and staying around. I have posted some gameplay video of Nell already, but I will add some at the end of this video if you guys are interested. So just stay around and continue watching. Again, thank you for getting through the video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
I've always wanted a chance to go toe-to-toe with you.
I won't hold back.
Get ready. It's on. You can have the first cut. This is how it should be.
I'm not done.
Don't be in such a hurry.
I'm not done.
Take that. Strike me. You want to endure. Coward. Strike back. Strike back. Below you. Don't disappoint me.
Continue.
We can't really fight and do that fast. Not bad.
I'm not done. I'm not done. Once more.
Good reaction.
Once more. Prepare.
This is how it should be. You can have the first cut. You're ashamed. I'm not done.
I'm not done. Give up. Too late.
Is this the end? Stop running away like that. See?
I'll end this quickly. I really didn't want to use this, but I will show you how it's used. Praise. Gamusa. Rational beings need to have a legitimate reason to kill. I'm not done. I'm not
Are
done.
you just gonna stay better? Here, take that. Don't hold back.
I can still fight.
You can have the first cut. Strike back.
I won't forget.
This is how it should be. Not bad.
I'm not going to Here I come. I'll go easy on you. Lanzador Verde.
Come on, let's do this. Just yet. Against you, I can finally fight all out.
true power. Next!
This is how it should be. Let's have some more fun. Take your sweet time. I'll cut you up. Get lost. All right, fine then. I'll use kendo. This is how it should be. Don't be in such a hurry. I'll cut you.
Continue. Pierce. I'll end this here and now. Please, you two.
If Master Nell wishes for a fight!
Not yet. I'm not done yet.
Let's get warmed up.
I won't hold back.
Get ready. It's on.
What? I'm not done. I'm not done. Keep up. Now hit. Harder.
Are you prepared?
I have another trick. Prepare. I really didn't want to use this, but I will show you how it's used. Breeze. Gamusa. Rational beings need to have a legitimate reason to kill. Huh? I'm not done.
Watch carefully. This is my true power.
It's not over yet. Huh?
You will die by my hand. Are you scared? I will end this in an instant. I'll destroy you.
I'll try again. It's not over yet. I'll blow you away. For my friends. I'm not done. I'll destroy you. I'm not going to kill you. Fly away. Next.
No escape. You can't stop. I'll
I'm
destroy
not
you.
done. I'm not done. I got you. For my friends. Witness. I'll blow you away. Can you see me? Here I come. I'll go easy on you. Lanzador Verde.
You're going to see why underestimating the Stealth Force's abilities was a big mistake.
I'm not done. Let's show off our true power. I'm not done. I'm not done. I'm not done. I'm not going to kill you. Fly away! It's not over yet. I'll blow you away.
We'll serve and protect her!